I'm smiling and I'm happy. I'm elated. It's a day of courage.
Flares were thrown, anti-Semitic slurs chanted and an Israeli flag set on fire during that illegal pro-Palestinian rally last night at the Opera House. Police warning Sydney's Jewish community to stay home.
Asked Israelis to stay away from the city for their safety. This man, who turned up with an Israeli flag, was quickly arrested.
It is anti-Semitic. Some of the slogans that I heard shouting, completely reprehensible.
If they want to deport me from Australia or not, the jihad is the solution.
A Jewish bakery in Surrey Hills has been targeted overnight with anti-Semitic graffiti.
Police do nothing to remove the mob chanting incendiary slogans right out the front of the synagogue, but when a Jew holds an Israeli flag outside of the Jewish synagogue, police move on the Jew for exciting the mob.
There's outrage from around the world tonight after an arson attack on a synagogue in Melbourne's Jewish heartland.
Very scared. But anti-Semitism has been on the rise. We call it out wherever we see it.
They're praying, they're saying in Arabic, calling for the death of Jews, the death of Yahuds, the death of all of these people, and the police just stand here and don't shut us down.
Another attack seemingly targeting the Jewish community in Sydney overnight, leaving many in the community feeling unsafe and angry.
It's just an anti-Semitic attack against Jewish Australians.
It hasn't been managed and it hasn't been taken care of, and it's been allowed to fester.
Australia is seeing a flare-up of anti-Semitic attacks.
This goddamn calls for intifada against Jews.
What are you doing for us?
What started as a few isolated incidents now threatens to escalate into a much wider campaign of anti-Semitism.
I unequivocally condemn the shameful acts that are aimed at the Jewish community.
First,
Australia's
it was
Jewish community
synagogues,
has
then
faced a
other
second
public
year
places.
of rising anti-Semitic
Now the
attacks.
former home of a high-profile Jewish community leader.
Only when the flames were out did the message become clear.
We must all continue to stand together against anti-Semitism.
Sprayed on a wall and a fire set at a childcare centre.
The latest in a series of anti-Semitic hate crimes.
Two Bankstown Hospital nurses have been stood down over a confronting video appearing to show them bragging about killing Israeli patients.
You have no idea how many Israeli Kharad dog came to this hospital and I sent him to Jahannam.
For real?
Sent him to Jahannam.
Been an absolutely terrifying night for members of the Jewish community who have been targeted in these attacks.
The synagogue was firebombed. Protesters storming a restaurant and chanting death to the IDF.
Australians have every right to engage with each other in peace and harmony.
A senior official of the terrorist group that triggered the Gaza conflict has welcomed the Prime Minister's decision to recognise Palestine.
It is another dark day for this country. It's an abomination of our values. And I just feel today the Jewish community once again in this country who are suffering under this ridiculous Prime Minister.
October 7 here now in Melbourne. We woke up in the most progressive suburb of Melbourne with graffiti, glory to the martyrs, and then more graffiti calling for October 7 to be repeated.
Two gunmen took aim at a Jewish festival, killing 15 people and injuring dozens more.
Early indications point to a terrorist attack inspired by Islamic State.
Tell me what's on your hands.
It's blood of my friends. I didn't have any place where to wash it.
Blood on your hands, Tony Burke.
Immigration Minister Tony Burke heckled at the Bondi Memorial.
Anthony Albanese has blood on his hand.
For many mourners, the government gestures aren't enough. Complaints to state and federal governments have failed.
Do you think the government has done enough?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
He said this was going to, we've been screaming for 2 years that this was going to happen. And now it's happened, and no one should be surprised.
My government will continue to stand with Jewish Australians and continue to stand to stamp out anti-Semitism in all of its forms.
What's going to prevent Bondi? That's in the Act tomorrow. There's nothing in there that's going to do that.
If you do not have the courage to look yourself in the mirror, to look the country in the eye and say it is not guns that are the problem, but it is radical Islam that is the problem, then all you are doing is diverting attention and taking away the rights of lawful Australians.
Late last night, our laws to crack down on hate speech and take sensible action on firearms pass the parliament.
When the government tried to rush any laws, especially after some tragedy, they're never good. Laws are rarely for protection, they are usually to control people and usually control law-abiding people.
There's a long thread connecting the Bondi Beach terrorist attack and every anti-Semitic incident on our soil. Why has the disease of anti-Semitism spread through our nation? Because of weakness, inaction, and a lack of moral clarity at the highest political levels.